to me means everything, really. I mean, that's me. It's part of my identity as a person, and it means I'm rich in culture, it means I'm rich in heritage, and it means that I've got a diverse look on life, you know what I mean? And it means that I love seafood and beaches, yeah, because that's part of my early life as a Sierra Leonean who was born in Sierra Leone, so it means family. Memories from when I was young in Sierra Leone that stand out for me. The first time I went to the beach, I was playing football with my dad, and I actually dribbled past him and he tripped me up. Yeah, I remember this actually, and I fell down, and that was the first time I realized sand on the beach, when the water's just come up to go back down, it's very hard. I fell first, doof. I was like, "Ow, Dad." But fun times, eating loads of seafood and making my own little songs with my cousins. One of my first songs. You are driving me crazy, and I don't wanna hear nothing, 'cause your love is just for fun. Yeah, that was, yeah, those are some of the memories, early memories. Hanging out with my cousins till the sun sets. The song I just hummed or sang, it's funny, I remembered my songs. It was one of the first songs that I actually penned, and the earliest memories of them is literally collaborating. I say collaborating, now I know it was collaborating. Back then, we were doing little competitions, who can write songs the best, and you know, we had satellite at our house, fortunately for us, so we were exposed to the MTVs, you know, everything musical that the Western world was enjoying, we did the same, we had access to. So because of that, we were influenced by the media, and that encouraged us to make our own versions of stuff. And it was funny, one of my cousins, Bobo Lamin, the Mace and P. Diddy song, he didn't know the lyrics to the song, but it was like Salam Husa, 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 and he made his own versions of it. I was like, what is that? And he's like, it's this new song, ain't you heard it? Wait till the TV's on later and then we'll watch it. And I watched it and I was like, all right, I don't want to sound silly, but I'm gonna write my own song. So we started writing songs. I was like, I bet you I can write a better song. He's like, no, I can. So we wrote songs, and obviously me, from young, being about the ladies. So I wrote about a girl that was frustrating me. Why aren't you paying attention to me? You are driving me crazy, Nada. Yeah. I'm my own worst and best critic at times, and being competitive with myself, or being competitive in general to get the best out of myself, I can be very hard on myself because I know what I'm capable of, and so very is the answer to that question. I'm very competitive with myself. Nobody else. I need to emphasize that, nobody else. I get inspired by everybody else, even if they're my competitors. I get inspired by them rather, because I know what I'm capable of. So when I come to write songs, especially the project I've just been working on, From Salone with Love, there were certain songs that are banging out like that. Myself and Cello, we were just going in there. Songs are not written, by the end of the day they're written, do you know what I mean? And recorded, but other ones, I'd write songs and go away, I'm not feeling that, and I'll scrap it. I'll write 32-16, because I come from an era of spitting. I could freestyle, I could rap, so having the consistency of writing quality material, not space filling material, is part of my writing ability. So sometimes, and along the way, I've learned to cut the fat, but I have to get the best of what I'm trying to deliver that's in here, onto the page. And if I don't feel that's quite it, I'll leave it and come back to it, but I must, and I always do. So I'm very hard on myself. far as competitiveness. As far as role models, when I was coming up, especially in my family, I'll start from my family first. My dad was a role model for me in different ways. And although, you know, families, you have your fallouts and everything, and one of my role models actually was somebody, or is somebody. I mean, me and him don't have the best relationships right now, but it's still a relationship there. Was my Uncle David. I looked up to him a lot. Do you know what I mean? He was the cool uncle, actually. And it's only as I grew up that my own father was more of a role model to me, and purely from understanding things better. Do you know what I mean? But that's not taking anything away from my Uncle David and the role he played, because everybody growing up, he had that cool uncle. You know what I mean? He always had the girls, he always looked cool, he even had the dance moves, you know what I mean? And he was traveling a lot and he's well educated. So for me, I was like, that guy, do you know what I mean? And my dad is always my dad, innit? Like anything I wanted, it was there. Do you know what I mean? He had the cars, the house, which was just home for me. Do you know what I mean? He had the money, so I was just like, yeah, that's just dad. I didn't take it for granted, but it's only as I grew up and I didn't see my uncle as much, then that my concentrated focus of who I wanted to aspire to be like became clear. Like, you know what? There's aspects of my father that I really like. And over the years, I started taking on board what he was saying to me, which became more apparent that, yo, this guy is actually a cool guy besides him being my father. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. The energy of Sierra Leone, that question makes me laugh because it's fun. It's happy, it's energetic. There's a saying, I mean, I don't know if it's still being used, but I certainly have heard of this, even recently when I went back. Salone Bor enjoyment, which means a Sierra Leonean man loves to enjoy themselves. In other words, love to party, love to have fun. It's all around, you know, the country, because of the tainted history of it, and I say tainted because that's not all there is to Sierra Leone. Because of the civil unrest that there was, and for the period of time there was, we've made a point to put that aside and, you know, just live up a little. When a Sierra Leonean invites you to party, come to party. Do you know what I mean? It's in everywhere. It's in the fabric of the community, the society of Sierra Leone. Like, it's from when you're walking down the streets and you see street vendors. You know what I mean? Everybody's trading with a smile. You may not know what their story is and what's going on with them, or why their hustle is doing a bit of can on the side, but everybody's got a smile on their face. Hey, bro, you did? Hey, what did? You know what I mean? Things like that. Just everybody is so welcoming, and from the bottom of my heart, it makes me proud to be a proud Sierra Leonean. I'm a proud Sierra Leonean. That's another statement that would come from a Sierra Leonean. Do you get what I mean? Because of how lively Sierra Leone is. You go down to the beaches, people are there. People love to get drunk, have fun. Yes, he said, you bless. So yeah, in regards to the flavor of Sierra Leone, it's from the fabric of the community and the society. It's from having street vendors who's come try my fish, come try my goat meat, come try my, do you know what I mean? Different stuff happening all the time, parties popping all the time. Schools have Thanksgiving and you see big marching parades, do you know what I mean? For their schools and stuff, and going through town, the musical bands, they're playing from primary schools to secondary schools, to when artists are coming into the city, Freetown, the whole stadium, probably you might get a roadblock depending on how big the artist is, do you know what I mean? And everybody just enjoying themselves to the max. And I believe that's one of the unique things about Sierra Leone. We're so welcoming and we're so loving, sometimes, I mean, there's another saying as well, Salone mango pull in fambul, na bid for you stranger bid. In other words, a Sierra Leonean will ask their own family to come out of their bed so they can accommodate a stranger. Do you know what I mean? For me, honestly, I think Sierra Leone is the good Samaritan city. Sometimes to a fault, do you know what I mean? But we're certainly about peace and love. But because there's so much fuckery on the other side of it, it's good that's there about ourselves to balance out life. So and the landscape as well is beautiful. And it helps us to have parties. Because the beaches, there's numerous beaches, outings. You gather a few of your friends from primary schools to secondary schools to universities. They all have sectors that they create parties and they go out. Neighborhoods will all chip in money at the end of this event, at the end of this month. All go. I remember growing up, my older cousins and sisters, they're all in the area. They put money together. They make a club so that at the end of it, they'll go hire out a bar or a club, and they'll call themselves a certain name. And this is the club that's putting on this event. Sell tickets, just come and have fun. I mean, that's what it means to be Sierra Leonean sometimes to me. I love it. Sierra Leonean women, shout out to all my Salone sisters there. Got you. Well, where can I start? The first word that comes to mind is beautiful. Honestly, because and I don't feel like Sierra Leone in whole is getting a representation on the West African front, just because there's nobody yet has been putting Sierra Leone on the map to that degree and to that extent. But in particular, our women, they do a lot, man. Do you know what I mean? From every Sierra Leonean will know this, Mama Salone. You know what I mean? Sweet Salone. So obviously that's a feminine derivative. So when you look at the women, all shapes and sizes, beautiful. I mean, God, I had my first proper heartbreak when I went to Sierra Leone. You know what I mean? I fell in love with Sierra Leone. I fell in love with the women. You get your straight scuts. You get you. I can't even think of any other shapes, but you got the dark skin, light skin, anything you want in regards to variety, you've got them there, and they're so humble and accommodating. But on the flip side to that, they're savages as well. They're like, you ain't pulling one on me, I'm getting mine. You know what I mean? And it's fun. I love the banter, because if a girl likes you, I had to experience this the hard way. 2007 to 2009, I was out in Sierra Leone, and for whatever reason, I went out back to Sierra Leone. My parents thought I needed to stay there for a little while to kind of just calm down a little. And I was out there with my brother, and he was like, I'm like, I don't get it. I'm trying to talk to these girls, and I'm trying to speak Creole the best I can. And obviously living in England for all so long and going out there, my Creole ain't the best. So they spotted that a mile away. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes they use the against me because they'll call me English boy, and personally I didn't like it. I was like, I'm Sierra Leonean, and they will cuss me out. And sometimes my brother was like, calm down, it's okay. That girl actually likes you. I'm like, what do you mean she likes me? Did you not hear how she went off to me? She literally cussed me out, like, and he was like, if you go back and show that you're really about her, she'd be like, all right, that's just to test the waters to see if you're serious, if you're not just trying. I'm like, all right, I get it. So Sierra Leone women, they're feisty as well. Give you that pepper.